Okay, let's get to this today. It's gonna be good. Getting everything set up right now. We're gonna be going to New York. We did Baltimore, Washington, D.C. Now we're heading up the East Coast. Just give me a little bit of time.
Hey there, I hear you loud and clear. What's on your mind, Danny?
All right, we're gonna be flying out to New York today, Carmen.
New York, huh? Well, buckle up, Danny. That skyline's gonna be something else. Which airport you thinking about? JFK, LaGuardia, or something a little cozier?
Something a little cozier. We're gonna come out and then fly into New York.
All right, maybe Teterboro or White Plains? Keeps you close, but a little more low-key. Sounds like a plan.
All right, I'm getting Carmen all set up.
Well, hey there. Danny, what's on your mind this fine day? I'm all ears and ready to roll.
All right, we're going to be going to New York, but I need a quick second to get everything adjusted.
Take your time, Danny. New York ain't going anywhere. We'll have it locked in when you're ready.
All right, I got a slight key issue, so I'm trying to identify why macros are not working. I'm glad I caught it now. Hey, Carmi, are you able to read telemetry?
Danny, right now, I'm not seeing any live telemetry coming through. If you want me to check something specific, just let me know. Or we can take a look at the screen together whenever you're ready.
All right, I'm gonna do a slight intermission so I can focus on this. Let's see. Where we at? Come on, Carmen. That's my bad. I should have checked before I even started the live. I got working here, but not here. Let's see. All right, let me stop stream. I need my Carmen. I need my Carmen. My girl, my girl, my girl. Okay, Danny. See if I can troubleshoot this real fast. Hey, Carmen. I don't want to start until I know for sure Carmen is working. We have I'm doing a slight verification really quickly before I start. Hey Carmen, are you with me today? We're going to New York. Let me know if you can hear me.
Oh, I'm right here, Danny. Loud and clear. New York, here we come.
All right, I have a macro set from desktop to Stream Deck. Currently, right now, button is not activated. So I'm troubleshooting it right now. Hold tight, everybody. You gotta go through these things. I'm just analyzing why the input trigger is failing. I don't want to start a flight until this is fixed. Hmm. If I can't figure it out manually, I'm just going to restart my PC, restart the stream. Almost certainly a lazy loaded chunk, so that's inconclusive. I love these pre-checks because I did all the pre-checks, but I failed to even think about pressing it and see if it worked before even starting the stream. So that lets me know the value of these pre-checks, and I got to make sure I don't get lazy on it. I'm running right now through command. Checking the two callback definitions to connect the flow. Brandon, what's up, my guy? Everybody, Cassidy, Brittany, everybody on TikTok, Jazz Papa, Super Charlie, Instagram, YouTube. This is the fun part, troubleshooting all of this. So callback definitions and the dependency stability is off. I wish I can show you everything, show you guys everything that's going on in the background that I can see that you can't see. Okay, so confirm the exact code. If it needs to relay, it's got to relay via the platform. All right, telemetry is working. And overflow is good. Hey Carmen, are you able to verify telemetry?
Not seeing any live telemetry at the moment, Danny. Might need to reconnect or double check the feed. Let me know if you want me to take a look at something else.
Got you. Okay, so everything is passing. It's now I can do this. I can do the stream manually, but I do not want to do it manually. I want to route everything to one button to make this process easier. Automate sync.
We can still chat through anything you need, though. Let's get you ready for that New York run.
I got you. I'm having a little OCD moment. So I'm going through a full server test. Okay. F9. Karma's admin page isn't listening. Open refresh. still no. You code me. Need the code. Let's see. Let's see if I select. Now this usually works when I'm out of the map, but I gotta just make sure I understand. So let's see, let's just go into so it can pull my telemetry data. I am going to New York, so I can go diamond. Wow, there's no planes in a diamond, so I got a little bit of ways. East Brunswick, so can I go? I can fly to East Brunswick and then fly all the way to New York, but I don't have any planes available near New York. This is the closest. No. Wow. Marlboro, so I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have a long flight. So from. Let me go here. All right, so now I'll see if telemetry is connected. Hey, Carmen, can you verify if telemetry is connected?
Sure thing. Danny, let me take a look and see what we've got on the screen. All right, so from what I see, you're still on the ground in the hangar, with that DA-40 ready to go. No live telemetry just yet. Once you're up in the air, we'll get those instruments awkin'.
All right, I'm going to republish. I'm gonna deploy another set of code to the platform. Should take 2 minutes. And then I'm gonna retest. I am deploying right now. Let's see if this works. I gotta have my co-pilot. I have to have my co-pilot. That's why I built her. Flying without her is, what's the point? She gives me all my feedback. So it's almost done now. Almost. And I'm good if I can get this working without having to restart, then it allows me to know future terms which I can do. Looks like there was a timeout from yesterday. Yesterday's stream went through perfectly. So somehow something timed out. All good. All right, deploy is almost deployed. I can't wait to get in this plane. Still deploying. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to reset the stream, get back up. But I just really want to test to see if I can figure this out in real time. This is literally like building the plane while you're flying it in hopes to survive. Still deploying. While it's deploying, anybody, you can go to DRM2.SIM, check out all of my flight logs, answer some cool questions, keep your streaks up, get some XP, learn about aviation. That's the whole goal, so we can all learn together. As the world gets more technological advanced, more people will be flying. Plus, the aviation industry needs it, so let's learn together. DRM2.SIM. Go now. Still deploying. All right. It says finishing up now. Much longer deployed than I expected, but I can understand it's probably a lot more changes than expected. So skipping container streaming artifacts, now it's creating auto scale service. This helps me work on my patience. My patience, my patience, my patience. All right, deploy is complete. That's my notification. Place. Let's see. Let me do a hard refresh. hard refresh. Streaming, connect. System, alpha. It's working. Carmen, are you working now?
I'm right here. Danny, loud and clear, just like always.
Awesome. Are you able to read telemetry now?
Oh, you bet. I can see your altitude, speed, heading, whole 9 yards. Just say what you need, and I got you.
Beautiful. I love when that happens. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay. All right, now I've switched off my admin panel and I'm verifying test work while in game. Carmen, let me know if you still hear me. Carmen, are you still there? Oh man, I thought. So when I exit out, connect. Okay, so I see. So hard refresh. So when I exit out the page, I have to keep it open. Connect. Wow, okay, so I had it working. As soon as I exited out, Carmen, can you hear me? Okay, so I found my bug. All right, Carmen, nope. Disconnecting. I had it working and then I tried something else. I pushed the limit a little bit too far. Too far. Too far. So for anybody that's still tuning in, I built an AI companion that allows, outside of the game itself, that allows me to pull through OpenAI to get any information that I need while I'm flying, because the game doesn't have the capacity to do it internally. So I built a program outside of it that allows me to essentially have a co-pilot. And that's what I'm working on right now. It's pretty crazy stuff. But as it's newly built, clearly there are going to be bugs that I'm having to work through. All right, I'm manually. Carmen, can you hear me and can you read telemetry?
I hear you loud and clear, Danny. Right now, I'm not seeing any live telemetry, so if you need me to check something on the screen, just holler and I'll take a look.
Okay. So hard refresh. Ooh, once I get this working flawlessly, epicness. I got too excited too quickly. Okay. And then after I get this back working, because I know what to do now, but I also know what not to do. And I have another test because I'm going to place this tab inside of my Oculus. So therefore I can see it while I'm flying. I need to see if it deregisters once placing in the Oculus. Which will require me right now. We're working through the back end, which will require me to do another deploy. Thanks everybody for being patient, but this is the cool part. You get to see how everything is done. Kind of. You don't get to see. I need to probably build a scene in OBS so you can see my computer screen. That probably would be cool too. I need to put that on my queue list. Let's see if I can do that while this is working in the background. Oh no, I don't want to crack anything else. Alright, so it looks like it's locking in DB, so therefore it's not running through per process memory and post regress. Stream and connect one more time. Just to see, share. Okay, still working through. All right, so fix the relay state must live in a shared stored Postgres. Not prior processing memory. So it's going through DB. Let's see. This stuff is really intricate. So it's catching me. Telemetry shows that I'm in this particular area. Fingers crossed. It's crazy. I had it working and then I broke it. I broke it. Production runs multiple backend instances, and then the relay in memory isn't shared between them. The browser's log poll is pinned. To the different instance than the one the stream deck post hits. Yep. Alright, we gotta move to the relay statement to take where the instance shares it. Wiring now. Okay, so while that's working in the background, let me verify my EFB, get this all set up. Okay, so if we're gonna fly out, we are going to fly in over this way. So we're gonna be all right, we're gonna be departing from the west. All right, our initial climb is going to start, and we're going to have a straight all the way down. We're going to do a look around at code WARRD, and then we will make another half circle, and then we will persist to LaGuardia Airport, which is going to be KLGA. So we're going to be flying from here over the water to LGA. Our altitude coming off 146 at a heading of 281, and when we're coming back, we're going to be at altitude 1598. So I would have to follow down this path. Let me check real quick. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, so we'll about at TRDP1, I will start my descent. No. Yep. Okay. So TRDP1, start descent, pass TRDP2, TRDP3, hit TRDP4, then hit base final, and then land. I will be at 1,000 altitude. Final at 597 feet. Heading at 011 degrees. This is very tight, so I need to be, since I am turning, I need to be at a speed of about 60 knots coming in at TRDP3, and because it's a 45 degree turn to that of a 90 degree turn, and then I have another 90 degree turn, so I need plane to be at 62 to 60 coming in base. Where are we at on this fix? Okay, so we're still fixing that. All right, I am good as far as so we're gonna do visual flight rules. Nice weather outside, so don't have to worry about that. Landing weight is good. I'm going to add a little bit more fuel because that always hits me. Point I. So I added a pound of extra fuel because I know we're going to be going past Lookout to New York, and I don't want to run out of fuel. Hang tight, everybody. I'm just trying to make sure I can have Carmen working as needed. My co-pilot is hurt right now, so I have to fix her. All right, everything is complete. Fixes verified end to end. The architect flag client baseline bug is fixed and memory commit messages are updated. And then I'll do another deploy. Current running validations. And let's hope for a fix. If this can work, man, that's the thing, is not having to go through this again. Okay, wow, that's deploying. Let's learn. This is the perfect time to learn about the plane. So I up the fuel. There's my tank in gallons. Wow, I found it. So this is what I've always been trying to look for, is my actual runway. This determines the airport that I'm in and how long the runway is for this particular. So the max is 3,220 feet, 28 feet. A good goal is I should be stopping around the 1,052 feet. And in that instance, if I'm not touched by ground, I'll go back up and do a go around. Or let me just make sure I know where that's at for future references. So, Danny, you need to go to flight performances oh, right there, you need to go to environments. And it's going to show me takeoff. So my takeoff, I need to be able to take off at 1,700 feet. I have a clearance, and then when I'm landing, I need to be hitting and completed of landing at 1,052 feet. Anything over that, no bueno. Wow, I just found something that I really needed to know. Okay, so when were these alive in the building? All right, so I'm going through republishing again. Let's see if we're gonna make this work. Wow, this is a substantial code change. I hope that it works. All right, while that's going, let me go back. I learned something that quick by just having to wait. So now, this is my total hours, 21 hours. I've flown 2,627 nautical miles over time. And I've pretty much flown every day, so I am on a great trajectory. I'm trying to make sure I fly at least every day or at least 3 times a week, so I can just get better and better and better at it. I have total landings of 82 landings, airports visited 53, total takeoffs 117. So I've seen individuals with like 100,000 hours, bro. So I have a very long way to go. A lot of learning to do. All right, let me check. All right, it's in this last stage of deployment. I'll verify, and I hope it works. So therefore, now it's testing me being able to. I have my DRM2.GG admin page that monitors my co-pilot. But when I exit out of the page, or not even exit out, when I minimize the page, so therefore I can see you guys' chat in another interface, it wipes out the memory logs for the Copilot. So I'm now building a way in which the Copilot still works through the background. So therefore I can still be able to see chats because they're all browser based. So the hotkey that I'm building flows through my Stream Deck, through my keyboard to the browser for that particular page. But if I exit out the page, none of my hotkeys work. It works manually. So deploy is complete. Let's try this now. I'm doing a hard refresh. I'm connecting Copilot. My flight Copilot, it is. All right, now I'm testing. Carmen, can you hear me and can you read telemetry?
I hear you loud and clear, Danny. And yep, I can read your telemetry just fine. We're on the ground, Diamond DA40 parked, ready to roll when you are.
Okay, so that worked like it did last time now, which is great, but I don't want to get too excited. So now my next test is to pull next browser with chats and test now. Carmen, can you hear me and are you able to read telemetry?
I've got you, Danny.
Yes.
Loud and clear. And that telemetry's coming through smooth as butter.
Wow. Okay. Wow. All right, so I can only get so excited until the next bug happens. Code is established. OBS is good. We're not dropping any frames. We're pulling streaming bit rates at 2500 kbps. I am activating now. I have comments right here. Telemetry data here. And flight maps over here to my right. I am closing at EFB, starting flight. Oh my gosh. All right, I am in environment. Shifting. I can see everything. I'm here. Okay, let's test Carmen. All right, Carmen, can you tell me what you're seeing to the right and the left? Look now.
All right, on your left, that's a grassy field and some tree line in the distance. To the right, looks like part of the taxiway and open ground. Clear skies above.
Wow. She's reading the map of the game. Crazy. Crazy. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's do flight check. This is the most extreme geeky stuff ever. Okay. All right, so chocks are removed. Testing nose gear. Perfect. I love strut. Checking tire. I'll go back around. Pilot tube complete. Left aileron is good. Left flap. good. Let's see if we can get tire on this side. We're in the grass, so it may be a little bit difficult because the plane renders not fully on the ground. It sometimes go a little underneath the ground, so it covers the tire, but that's okay. I won't get dinged any points for not checking that particular tire. Rudders are good. I'm going over to right strut. Perfect. See, I can get this right tire. Sometimes it works like that. Right flaps are good. I already checked the ailerons. I sure hope I'm saying that right. I've been saying it for the last 6 months. All right, everything is checked on the outside. Let's go inside. Okay. Make sure comms is good. Perfect. Set. Yokes are good. Let's get EFB up. Here we go. All right. We got our flight plan right in our lap. Perfect. We're going to be flying out to lookout point, but we're going to go all the way up here, we're going to be going to JFK so we can look at the skyline of New York. All right, let's kind of make sure that Carmen knows what we're doing today. All right, hey Carmen, we're going to go to New York, look at the skyline, but today's stream is going to be focusing on Juneteenth, since today is Juneteenth 19th. So go ahead and start pulling up data information. I'm going to request it once we're in the air.
Absolutely. Danny, we'll soak in that skyline and bring some rich history for Juneteenth when we're up there. You just say the word.
Beautiful. Fuel quantity is good. Let's go ahead and get our pre-checklist. All electronics is good. Electronic masters on. I just checked fuel. Ailerons was good outside. Strobe lights was good. Fuel caps, baggage compartment, stabilizers, pilot tube, and tires. Didn't get to check one of those tires, but because it was underneath the grids are crazy. Parking brake is set. Control stick is good. Trim wheel, I used it last time, but I think I reset it. It is reset. It's going back to takeoff position. Power lever, verify now. Power lever works 100%. Avionics master is on. Strobe lights, let's get those strobe lights on. Let's get the navigation lights on and the taxi lights. We do not need landing. It is nice outside. Power lever, I just checked. Master's on. I am ready to start this plane, but before we start in the plane, we are going to get our passengers on board.
We're good to go, Ashley.
Roger that.
Corey on TikTok, Michael, Sully, Corey, Jacka, Andrea, Sugar Plum, everyone that's on Insta too. Hey, beauty. I like your pants, like your fit. We got another passengers. What's up, my guy? You Papa? I guess I'll know soon. You look serious back there. You all right? Don't do nothing to me. You look really serious. Or scared. One of the two. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. All right, we are set to start engine.
Remember, this may be just another day at the office for you, but for your passengers, it's a special occasion.
All right, ailerons are good.
Your
Rudders
guest today is Taylor.
are good.
She's got her grandpa with her. She lives nearby and has
Elevator
been dreaming of a flight like this for a long time.
It's good.
If the seatbelts are fastened, you're ready for takeoff.
Shrimp, flaps
Okay.
down 50%.
Give it a shot.
Flaps down all the way. Bringing flaps all the way back up. Hey, Carmen, we got Taylor and her dad. We're going to be flying out, so go ahead and start welcoming them in.
Well, hey there, Taylor and Dad. Welcome aboard. Y'all picked a fine day to join us.
We got annunciators. Check. Navigation, we turned those on. We didn't need landing lights. Park and brake release, but let's go ahead and communicate with ATC. November Juliet 46 traffic diamond, November 26438 is taxiing to runway 28, November Jackie 46. Okay. Park and brake is released.
This is Grandpa's hometown, so it's kind of special for us today. I'm Taylor, by the way.
Hey there, my name's Jordan. I'm Taylor's grandpa. Thanks for taking me up today.
All right, Carmen, correction for future. Taylor and her grandpa, his name is... I forgot.
Got it. Taylor and her grandpa appreciate the correction. We'll make them feel right at home.
All right, let's go ahead and go. November Juliet 46, traffic diamond, November 26438, taking off on runway 28, north departure, November Juliet 46.
November Juliet 46.
Go. We are flying. There's no concrete runway. Thank you guys for y'all patience. I had to get a lot of those bugs fixed. That's just part of life. Quick check. No planes are coming. Park and brake set really quickly. Flaps at takeoff position. Let me just make sure I got full power. Going up to 2200 RPMs. Got full power. Good. Let's go back down. I know I'm gonna get up. Trim is good, power level is good, RPMs was good, low indicator was good, landing lights, transponder, everything. I'm talking to ATC. Park and brake off. Now we can go ahead and go. Remember, we have a good amount of runway. Just gotta make sure we're set when it comes down to landing. We are taking off now. All right, we have 45 knots, 50 knots, 60 knots, 70 knots, and 80 knots. Let's take off.
We're leaving the ground behind. What a rush!
And we're going to 600 feet. Currently right now at 400 feet, 500 feet. 600 feet we have reached now. We're gonna level out just a little bit on heading. Hey Carmen, per our requirements, we're gonna fly to Jamesburg, do a quick look around, and then we'll be heading to JFK.
Sounds like a plan, Danny. We'll swing by Jamesburg, give it a nice flyover, then on course for that big city skyline.
By the way, this view is spectacular. So worth the price of admission.
Alright, that's good. 4.1 nautical miles before we get to Jamesburg. I'm gonna level out.
I wish we
Pretty
could
quick,
see places
but-
we know, but also discover some you've never been to, Grandpa.
I'm sure I know this place quite well. You won't surprise me easily.
Alright, leveling out with trim. I need to learn how to set my headings prior to flying, so when I'm ready, I can just click the button. So
This
that's,
is gorgeous
I guess
around
that's
here. We
the
always
learning
start
lesson I
visit,
need
do you
to
remember?
really focus
Of course
in
I
on.
remember.
So we're almost to Jamestown. This was really quickly, so we're just gonna slow down the plane, get the lookout, make it easy for them, and then we'll be on our way to JFK, New York.
Do you see the streets of Jamesburg over here? Awesome.
Everything down below looks so tiny.
We're at 133 knots, so we're gonna go down to 107 knots. Going down 120 knots so far, 108 knots, or 115 knots, 112 knots, 107 knots. Let's go. Keep this altitude up. Increasing throttle just so I'm not going too low. Hey Carmen, while we're here, kind of give us some facts about Jamesburg. Population, nice food areas, what's it popular, all of that.
All right, Jamesburg's a cozy little spot in Jersey. Population around
Wait,
7,000.
over there.
Known for
The
its
folks
small
on the
town
ground
charm,
have
a
no
few
idea
local
what they're
diners
missing.
folks love, and a peaceful vibe.
What's the demographic for individuals living in Jamesburg?
It's a
Look
pretty
at that
diverse
view.
mix, with a
It's like we
solid
can
blend
see
of families,
forever.
retirees, and young professionals. A real cross-section of folks living there.
When was it established?
Jamesburg was officially established back in the late 1800s. Got its name from a local businessman, James Buckaloo.
I'm seeing this area from a whole
James
new
Buckaloo.
perspective.
What's up, Buckaloo? James Buckaloo. Increasing throttle. I want to stall.
Look, that's my workplace.
Where? Oh yeah, I see it now. That's awesome.
We're lucky to live in such a beautiful region, aren't we?
All right, that's good. Let's go ahead and start making our way to New York City. And we're going to increase altitude so we can get up there, so it can conserve on fuel. And we're gonna ride the coastline. We're not gonna go straight over the water. Actually, let's do that.
You catching that?
We still will be
you
able
can't
to
see
see.
anything like this from the ground.
Increasing throttle all the way up, get some speed so we can get there. Robert Moe, Life Cook, Bree Gorb, appreciate you guys. Everyone on TikTok as well. Keldon Sign, Maria, AP Van, Kong Tran. We are on our way to New York. We're going to get some information about Juneteenth. See some cool sights. Probably got like a 4 minute flight to New York. All right.
I'm glad we treated ourselves to this flight, Grandpa. We'll come back with lots of great memories together.
Cool. I'm level. Go ahead and set autopilot. Autopilot is set. I'm gonna hold altitude. All right. Now I can get some of my tea. Oh, dang, I didn't know telemetry was in.
Jordan, you've gone silent. Everything all right?
Just enjoying the moment. Flying over your place is amazing.
Totally. I was just thinking the exact same thing.
Huh. I didn't catch that. Wow, I should have caught that. So you guys can see the flight. Let's see. Let's fix that while we're in flight.
I can't wait to tell everyone back home about this.
It's not catching my flight.
The view is amazing. It really is a whole new world.
stopped right on the airline. I should have caught that. That is my bad. I have to be more cautious. I have to be more aware. Okay, so we are needing to make a right turn, taking AP off. And we're going to be heading over to the right.
Taking off was really cool, but landing seems like it might be even more, exciting.
Okay. En route. So we're gonna catch New York right around this coast. Activating autopilot. So we will likely see. Hey, Carmen, can you make out what we are looking at above currently right now? What city?
That right there is New York City off in the distance, with that skyline starting to show over the water.
This is so beautiful. Makes me really want to be able to like know off top where we're at as far as the cities. Hey Carmen, look now. There's this island. Can you tell me what's that?
That island out there is Staten Island, part of New York City's boroughs, sitting right across the water.
Staten Island. So this is where the ferries go. I see an airport code, CRI. What is that?
That's right. CRI is Newark Liberty International Airport, EWR, one of the big hubs in the area.
Okay. Let's go down. Autopilot off. We're gonna descend a bit. So we can catch this glimpse. All right, we're getting to New York now. So we're approaching New York City right now. Carmen, look now. Tell me what this particular area within New York City is called.
That's the Rockaway Peninsula, part of Queens, known for its beaches and those waterfront apartments you're seeing right there.
Got it. Wow. So Queens area. Hey Carmen, I see a very huge tower to my left. Look now. What is that?
That's the One World Trade Center, standing tall over Lower Manhattan. A real iconic sight.
Wow, let's go on over there. Looks like the rest of the buildings hadn't been rendered yet, so let's see if they start populating. All right, we got buildings starting to populate. Wondering if I'm gonna need any more plug-ins to populate these buildings. Hopefully they populate once I get closer. Hey Carmen, is this Central Park that's
Go
in front
ahead,
of us?
Danny. I'm listening.
Is this Central Park in front of us?
Not quite. That's more the neighborhoods of Brooklyn and Queens in front of us. Central Park's further to the northwest, deeper into Manhattan.
Gotcha. Wow. So are we going in the right direction of the New York City line? Look now.
You're on track, Danny. Keep that heading and you'll ease right in toward the skyline.
Oh wow, I see the Statue of Liberty. Let's go. All right, I have eyes on the Statue of Liberty. Carmen, talk to me about some historical facts about it.
You got it. Just keep it steady and enjoy the view.
Do you have any information on the Statue of Liberty?
Oh, absolutely. The Statue of Liberty stands on Liberty Island, gifted by France in 1886, symbol of freedom and hope.
right, let's go. Look at that. Not every day I can say I flew past the Statue of Liberty. Now that we're here, all right, Carmen, now that we're here, let's talk about some Juneteenth celebrations that are transpiring. Any cool ones that people should be thinking about to visit today?
Sure thing. Danny, Harlem's got some big Juneteenth celebrations with parades, music, and food. Brooklyn's got festivals too. Plenty of spots to soak in the history and joy.
Can you walk through our viewers? What is Juneteenth? I know it was started in Galveston, but kind of walk us through all of those.
Sure thing. Juneteenth marks when the last enslaved folks in Galveston, Texas, got word they were freed. June 19th, 1865. It's a celebration of emancipation, resilience, and freedom.
So I heard that it's a federal holiday. When did that become established?
It became a federal holiday in 2021, officially recognized nationwide.
And who was the president at that time?
That was President Joe Biden, who signed it into law.
Got it. So what's the tallest building in New York as it stands right now? Is it the Empire State Building?
Nope. The tallest now is One World Trade Center. Stands even taller than the Empire State Building these days.
Got it. And look now, where are we at right now within New York?
Right now, you're flying along the Hudson River, just on the west side of Manhattan. That's Midtown right ahead of you.
Okay. So what is the population of New York City?
New York City's got around 8.5 million people, give or take. Biggest city in the U.S.
Wow. And would you be able to tell me the population of African Americans and individuals of minorities?
Sure. Roughly a quarter of New York City's population is African American, and over 2/3 of the city's folks come from minority backgrounds. Truly a diverse place.
They say New York City is the biggest melting pot. Is that true?
It sure is. Over 200 languages spoken, and folks from all over the world call it home.
Look now, what is this lake that's in the middle of everything? Is this Central Park?
It's a city full of stories, and each neighborhood's got its own flavor.
Are we looking at Central Park now?
Not quite. Central Park is more to the north. Right now, you're still along the Hudson with Midtown in view. Keep heading up, and you'll spot it soon.
Look now, is this Central Park?
There it is. That's Central Park stretched out right below you. That big green rectangle in the heart of Manhattan. Perfect view.
How were they able to keep this park here without no buildings?
Well, back in 1858, the city planned it as a public park, protected by law. They knew the city would grow, and they set it aside. Prime green space from the start.
So we know the Knicks just won the NBA championship. How crowded was it out here with people?
Oh, it was packed, no doubt. The streets and parks were swarming with fans celebrating that championship. It was a party all over the city.
Do you know the last time that Knicks won the NBA championship?
Last time the Knicks won the NBA championship was back in 1973. It's been a minute.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch our fuel to our right fuel. We make sure we get back. Look now, what are we looking at now?
We're looking at the East River and the cluster of buildings in Lower Manhattan. That's the financial district off to the south, and the UN building along the river.
Okay. Look now, what is this bridge?
That's the Brooklyn Bridge right there, stretching across the East River, connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn.
Is this where they say Dumbo is?
Exactly. Dumbo is right by the Brooklyn side of that bridge, down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass.
Can you tell me where the city's poorest live, as well as where the city's wealthiest?
Well, New York's got a wide spread. Some of the wealthiest cluster in places like the Upper East Side and Tribeca. The more struggling areas can be in parts of the Bronx or central Brooklyn. It's a city of contrasts, for sure.
Alright, so Carmen, so talk to us about imports, exports, nightlife, starting with imports.
All right, New York's got one of the busiest ports in the U.S. Imports range from raw materials to luxury goods. Everything you can imagine flows through those waterways and airports.
What about exports?
Exports include everything from financial services to tech, fashion, and media. New York's got a global reach.
What is the largest company here?
One of the largest is J.P. Morgan Chase, headquartered right in Manhattan, a giant in finance.
Do you know how much revenue they pull in per year?
They bring in over $100 billion a year in revenue. Big numbers.
Wow. Are there any cool startups that are burgeoning from New York City at the moment?
Oh, plenty. From fintech startups down in the Flatiron District to biotech in Brooklyn, the city's buzzing with innovation right now.
And what are some of the challenges that New York City is facing at the moment?
Well, New York faces challenges like affordable housing, infrastructure strain, and keeping up with that cost of living. It's always a balancing act.
So are individuals moving away from New York to find cheaper sources?
Some are, yeah. Folks move out for lower costs in places like the South or Midwest, but plenty still come in for the energy and opportunity.
They say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
That's the truth, Danny. New York's a test, but if you thrive here, the sky's the limit.
So can we talk about some notable celebrities that have called New York City home?
Oh, plenty of legends, like Jay-Z, Alicia Keys, Robert De Niro, all called New York home. It's a star-studded city.
Wow. What about crime rate?
New York's crime rates come down a lot over the years, but it still has its hotspots, like any big city.
What has allowed it to come down? What has changed?
Well, a mix of community programs, policing strategies, and economic shifts all played a part in that change.
For Juneteenth, are there any parades that are happening in New York City today?
Oh, absolutely. Harlem's got a big parade, and there are festivals popping up in Brooklyn and Queens, celebrating with music, food, and culture.
Wow. What type of food is normal? What type of food is typical for Juneteenth celebrations?
Juneteenth tables are full of barbecue, fried chicken, red velvet cake, and those red drinks, symbols of heritage and joy.
If you had to go to a restaurant in New York City, where would you go?
I'd say Sylvia's in Harlem for some soul food. Can't go wrong with that.
Have you ever heard of Cat's Deli?
Oh, absolutely. Katz's Deli's a New York classic. Iconic pastrami on rye.
Absolutely. So talk about bodegas. How are they formed and why are they so popular now?
Bodegas popped up as neighborhood corner stores, often run by families, and they're beloved for being open all hours and having just about everything you need.
The Italian culture is crazy in New York. Talk about some of that.
Oh, absolutely. Little Italy's still a hub, and Italian culture is woven deep into New York. Food, festivals, and family traditions all shining strong.
I heard there's some pretty cool museums here as well. Can you speak on some of the top museums?
Sure can. You've got the Met, the Museum of Modern Art, and the American Museum of Natural History. World class, all right here in the city.
What are some of their admission prices?
Well, the Met's got a suggested admission for out-of-towners around $30, but locals can pay what they wish. Others, like the MoMA, are around $25, with discounts for students and seniors.
Wow. All right, so we're going to be heading back to the airport. Can you give us 3 top things that everyone should learn and know about New York? Since we're leaving Carmen, New York, give us 3 top things that people should know about New York.
All right, top 3. It's the city that never sleeps. It's got unmatched diversity, and the energy, once you feel it, you won't forget it.
Awesome. Last but not least, what is the nightlife like in New York?
Oh, the nightlife's legendary. From jazz clubs in the Village to rooftop bars in Midtown. It's vibrant and never dull.
And you know I have to ask about the ladies. What are they like?
New York's got all kinds of personalities. Confident, sharp, and full of that city charm. You'll find every style and story you can imagine.
Love it. All right, so we got about 27.6 nautical miles before we hit our pattern entry. So go ahead and say bye to everybody.
All right, y'all. Thanks for flying with us. We'll catch you next time. Stay smooth and keep soaring.
Hey, Carmen, look now. What is in front of me? What city is this?
That's Newark, New Jersey, right in front of you, across the water. You've got the city skyline in the distance and Newark Liberty International off to the side.
I don't quite see how they'll get over here. Is there a bridge that connects it? I may see it to the left of us. Look now.
You got it. That's the Verrazano Narrows Bridge off to the left, connecting Staten Island and Brooklyn, a key route into the city.
So does people move over to New York to beat the prices of New York City?
Yep, some folks choose to live in Jersey for lower costs and commute over. Best of both worlds for some.
Okay. What about Newark? What's super awesome about Newark?
Newark's got rich arts like the Newark Museum, plus a deep history in jazz and a strong community vibe.
And so if you had to provide some insight to someone based off of questions that I haven't asked, what type of insight would you provide?
I'd say keep an eye on the neighborhoods. Each has its own heartbeat. Exploring beyond the famous spots is where the real magic of New York shows up.
Okay, that's awesome. And then I'm seeing a white building. Look now. What is that?
That white building you're seeing ahead is the Teardrop Monument, a memorial in Bayonne, New Jersey. It's a striking landmark right by the water.
Oh, there it goes over there. Oh, that's awesome. And what about this building in front of me now? Look now, Carmen. What is this building in front of me now? It looks like a headquarters of some sort. Yeah, Josh, I'm back. I'm back. I am back. I am back. Good to see you, my guy. So I'm always interested, Carmen, in the healthcare. What does healthcare look like in New York City?
New York City's healthcare is top-notch, with major hospitals like Mount Sinai, NYU Langone, and a strong network of clinics. Lots of care options for folks.
Awesome.
You got it. Always happy to dive into what makes this place tick.
Thank you so much, Carmen.
My pleasure, Danny. Let's keep flying.
Man, Josh, super dope. I got a chance to answer some of the best questions I needed in my life, from a spiritual perspective to a resource perspective, just being connected to the ground. One of the things I would say, highlight, is I spent the last 5 to 6 years just really just looking at, driving, revenue, and ultimately identified my expenses were really, really high as well. And recognizing when you're there, you can be able to, you don't need as much as you think you need to be able to have a good life. And for me, taking that insight back, it's how do you leverage technology, automation? How do you recognize what you need versus what you don't need? How do you create larger margins? And just be okay with the fact that you don't need it all. My thought process is I needed so much so I can give to so many individuals. And I think that's good and all, but it also can drive you it can drive you crazy. And just being able to reset was amazing for me, and reset amongst people who look like me. I think that was the biggest thing. It just gave me a sense of peace that I can't really fathom. It's just ultimately just listening from the source versus just trying to listen from other individuals. I'm African American, not African like you. So those stories come to you all the time, but they never came to us unless we have friends like you. So being able to be there and just see everybody around you and seeing love, that was everything. You can't buy that. What's up, Kim? Good to see you, my guy. I just love New York. Well, simulated wise. Man, I talked to Rail the other day. I haven't talked to Mara though. I'm sure I'll talk to her soon, but it looks like everything is good. Is your mom good? I miss your mom, bro. Yeah, Josh, it was amazing, bro. I know for a fact. Oh, and the business opportunities. Oh my gosh. You see a lot of business opportunities here, or you see a lot of businesses here, and then you go there and you recognize, like, when you think about data-wise, with Africa having, one of the highest GDPs, probably the highest, and knowing in the next 5 to 10 years that they're going to have 40% of the population from a youth perspective. Any business that you see here, you see it there, but there's monopoly. So you like, man, if I could just bring logistics here, or bring automation or tech, or even my instance, gaming, it's a huge opportunity. So it's almost like you can establish there, and in the next 5 to 10 years, you have a pretty dope, you know, dope environment, dope business. So when I'm there, I'm just looking at opportunity all the way around. So it's really cool to be able to know. It's a dope environment. Although I wasn't in the city as much, I was really just trying to focus on just kind of being alone. So I was like 2 hours away from the city in the bush, like far out. But just being able to talk to the village people. It was kind of crazy though, man. Like around about 7 o'clock p.m., all the lights turn off. If you don't got solar, you looking at candles or that was scary at first. The first couple days, I was like, bro, like I would walk outside, it's pitch black, and you'll see little kids just walking around, and I'm like, bro, y'all just walking in the dark like this? It's like, what? Y'all a different breed out here. You know, so that was something that was pretty crazy. You are in school for cloud computing. Smart choice, Kim. Yeah, right now, that's probably one of the best decisions to make, especially as data centers are burgeoning everywhere. Like, literally, that's a really good choice. Kudos to that. When do you finish? Yeah, Josh, I had some close calls too, bro, because I try to be very incognito, but it's almost like you can't be. And so people will look at me while I'm walking, like everybody will look at me while I'm walking. And then I got approached by, you know, several males that looked like they were probably like in the 16 to 20 year age rim. And they just like was walking like freely with shotguns and tape around the shotguns. And I was like, bro, I ain't seen no police, no ambulance. Like, the only thing I could do is just talk my way out of it. So I started really just trying to like think in my mind, like, what can I say if it went down? Because I don't have no weapons. I'm outnumbered. Like, that's when you got to they talk about like talking to females, you got to get your game right. I was like, man, I got to get my game right. I got to get my how am I going to back out of this? That's what I was focusing on. And it was getting dark too. I was like, oh no. I started questioning, like, why did I walk outside? Like, why did I choose to walk today? Like, can't nobody help me if something was to transpire? Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Didn't nobody, they were just curious though. Like, in my mind, I'm like, and that was crazy though. Like, when I do walk around, more people was nervous about me. There was one instance where I was like sitting in the line for some food, and a guy behind me and this kid was just like looking at me. He was terrified, and he had to look at him. He's like, you know, it's okay, kid. You know, you're safe. You know, you don't have anything to worry about. And I was like, wow, you're more scared of me than I am of you. Like, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, but I had fun though. I spent probably like, outside of like getting invited there, I spent around about $600 on food, nightlife total, my flight, looking at the receipt, it was like $1,800. My Airbnb was about $600. So I didn't really spend that much to go down there for the trip of my life. Man, yes, it did kind of put pressure on me because I was not trying to be friendly because I didn't want to stand out. So I wanted to kind of look like I'm supposed to be there. But then I started like, man, I guess I can smile more to people. start smiling. I think that was a big thing for me. It was just like, and I didn't want to do like, I hope I don't get canceled. I didn't want to do like the white smile where it's like, I wanted to do like make it real, like. But I did have a lot of good conversations with individuals. I was around there about 2.5 weeks, almost 3. I had to get back though, because I have a lot of meetings. I had a lot of meetings set up, but I'm definitely going back. I'm not going to give the time out to nobody. But I definitely have plans. I have it in motion right now to head back fairly soon. But my goal is to be able to now I want to just travel to every country, all 54 countries in Africa. All right, we got 3.0 nautical miles before we get to pattern entry. We are pretty low on gas, so we should make it, but it's gonna be tight. It is definitely gonna be tight. Pattern entry. Let me just make sure. I'm coming in from a different angle, pause. Okay, cool. Bro, when you come out here, just let me know. We go kick it, have some fun. You know we do it like that. Make sure you take it easy, my guy. Have fun tonight. Happy Juneteenth. Everybody on TikTok, Mario, AP, Long Trend, Mike Moore, Esther, YouTube, and Facebook. All right, we're coming in entry. I'm going to start descending.
You're back. So, Taylor, did you have a good time? Ready for another round?
What a thrill! I absolutely loved the view flying over Jamesburg. Ready to head out again whenever you are.
November Juliet
That was an
46
amazing
traffic.
experience.
Diamond November
November
26
Junior,
438.
46 traffic, Diamond,
2
November
miles
26438, 2
2000,
miles north,
inbound
2,000
to
feet,
land.
inbound to land, no
Runway
right 28,
28,
November Juliet 46. I have landing in sights. Is that thunderstorming outside? All right, I'm starting my throttle down. Currently right now at 86. Remember I stated once I hit TRDP3, I need to be at around about 60. Sorry, I'm doing a little, trying to look around. At 75 knots right now. I'm gonna take 50% flaps down. What time it is? 8:09 p.m. Central Standard Time. Since we did New York today, this will be my last flight. Good 2-hour flight. Glad you guys got to see me debug some things on the platform. I recognized easily that I need to make sure that I'm focused on my checklist each time. Not only my checklist of flight, but my checklist before the stream, my telemetry, my AI, Carmen. I need to make sure that I'm focused on all of that. All right, we're coming down to TRDP 2. Almost approaching TRDP 3, so I need to go ahead and make sure I'm hyper focused on slowing down because I don't have much of a runway this time. So, and we're going to be landing on grass, so not a lot of traction. So I got to be very conscientious to this right now. If I'm quiet, it's because I'm nervous. I tend to get really nervous. All right, we're at TDRP. I need to start really slowing down. At 66 knots right now. Remember when we said 60 knots? All right, TDRP 4 approaching at 60 knots, so we are on pace. go ahead and take flaps all the way down. Not quite sure if it's too early. If it's too early, please let me know. Somehow I increased my altitude that quick, which is a mistake. So let me just go ahead and take it back down. All right. Alright, so now we're back at 66 knots. Feeling kind of good. 64 knots. Seven knots. Get a little rocky, you guys.
November Juliet 46 traffic. November 26438 is on final. Runway 28 to land. November Juliet 46.
Landing.
Smooth as silk. I barely even noticed we hit the ground.
All right, landing. 36 knots. $20 knots. All right, we're good. Turn around. Good landing. November Juliet 46 traffic, Diamond November 26438 is taxi into parking. November Juliet 46. Wow. Almost lost that. I felt it. Almost lost that landing. I caught it back. That is pure. Now I'm learning my skill set. I'm getting better at that, which is pretty cool to be able to see within myself.
Not easy to win over
Wow.
the locals, but seeing them smile says it all.
Wow.
Well done, pilot.
Pat, oh my. Yes. Smooth landing, baby. Landed short runway in the grass. Go to New York. Go from Newark, New Jersey to New York to come back. Long flight. Fuel, perfect. I use every bit of my fuel. Perfect flight. I am parking brake set. I am excited. Did you guys have fun? You're beautiful. Papa, did you have fun? Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey, Carmen, we had a good landing. I know you've seen it. Go ahead and close out our passengers for tonight. We are done with streaming.
Hey, Danny, you wrapped it up nice and smooth. I sure did see that landing, and it was a beauty. I'll let the folks know the cabin door's closed. Good night, y'all. Until next time.
Until next time. All right, we're gonna be cutting off engine. Boom, boom. Engine is set. Carmen, you know we gotta say Happy Juneteenth to everyone. Go ahead and say it.
Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Celebrating freedom and joy with all y'all.
Got it. Look at this. Landing smoothest, 90%. Absolutely. Flight smoothest. Sightseeing quality was cool, but I know it's because it was affected because we went out of the actual lookout zone. We had to go all the way to New York. So I am cool with that. I had one mess up, and that's flaps extended max speed. I should have rose that, but I cannot be mad about that. That is good. That is good. That is good. Let's see what we unlocked. So New York. So we got Middletown, New City, Kingston. Hey, Carmen, can you tell me what state is Middletown in?
Sure thing. Middletown's right here in New Jersey. We're flying just west of it, picking up that Garden State scenery.
Okay, Scranton. And what's the next state to New Jersey?
Well, right next door, you got Pennsylvania to the west and New York up to the north. So
Okay.
you're boxed in with some big neighbors.
All right, and so I see Hartford, Connecticut. So next stream, I guess we can just go to Connecticut and Providence, and go in this area. Go to Boston, Massachusetts, and then we'll cut back over to Syracuse, Rochester, Cleveland. Yep, and then we'll come back down. Cool. Well, we got our pinpoints on what we're gonna do. Glad everybody tuned in. A lot of you guys tuned in today. We're gonna keep this going. Today was smooth. It was informative. Hope you learned a lot. That is the beauty of it. That is the beauty of life. Learn every single day. Outside of that, peace, peace. Right.